What if you vanished for 7 days? No phone, no signal, no voice. And returned to find your absence had rewritten your life. The lock turned. Street noise throbbed beyond the window. Inside, a dead phone in a drawer, a sealed envelope, and one breath held too long. Back in 7. He wrapped the phone in foil, shut it inside a tin, taped it shut. No calls, no maps, a backpack with water, dates, a worn notebook. Outside, horns barked. Inside, a vow. Disappear to hear what the city had buried. Southbound on the desert highway, seats rattling to old pop songs, he watched the hills soften into saffron flats. The signal died before sunset. His last reflection in the bus window blinked out with the bars. Night swallowed the road like a promise dared. Day 1. Crimson cliffs rose like ship hulls. He stepped onto sand that hissed underfoot. Blisters bloomed. Silence pressed his ears. He counted steps between sips, measuring pride against thirst. Every footfall said the same word. Listen. Midday, a gust became a wall. Sand bit his skin like salt. He wedged beneath a rock overhang, scarf tight across mouth, eyeing a compass scratched in his notebook. Breath and grit. Heart and howl. When the world thinned, he crawled out. Smaller and awake.
Night fell like velvet turned to glass. The sky erupted, an orchard of cold fire. He traced the belt of Orion, aligned with a dark ridge, and walked. Soon only pulse and footfall remained, a metronome for doubt beating time across the dunes. By noon, he found a stone-ringed mouth, a dead well. He peered into its quiet throat and heard his own breath return. He rationed water to mouthfuls, cheeks hollower, thoughts clearer. Hunger took the noise. The desert kept the meaning. A shaded cleft revealed petroglyphs, camels, hunters, a moon scratched thin. He pressed his palm to the cool wall and saw a boy bent over a school desk, sketching wild places in the margins. The stone did not speak, so he stopped talking too. A white Land Cruiser growled along a far track. He ducked behind a boulder and held his breath till the engine thinned to wind. The choice was plain as sky. Rescue the boy who ran from noise, or betray him with a wave. Near dusk, a goat-hair tent breathed smoke and cardamom. A man in a red keffiyeh poured small cups and let the silence steep. One sentence, finally. Who you are without a phone is who you are. He drank it like water. On the 7th night, he wrote letters in the dark, truths he dodged for years, then buried them under warm sand. When dawn loosened the horizon, he stepped away lighter, as if someone had returned what he hadn't known was missing.
Back in the city, the air felt cramped. He opened the tin. The phone lit like a siren. Missed calls, deadlines blown, headlines of his tiny world. Yet beneath it all, the clean, steady hum of a new silence that didn't ask permission. At the office, fluorescent winter lit his boss's jaw. You vanished. He nodded. To find what I'd lost working here. A folder slid back. A chair scraped finality. He left the badge on the desk like a shed skin and walked toward the stairwell's sky. Home was quieter than absence. A half-packed suitcase. A ring in a ceramic bowl. Her note. I needed you here. He sat on the floor and let the grief do its work. Sand in a storm. Until breath returned with a simple order. Keep moving. but softer. His mother hugged him as if to measure what the desert had taken. A voice note from his father crackled. A story of a grandfather who dug a cistern by hand. Water, patience, stone. He pressed his forehead to the doorway and found a next step forming. Weeks later, he hauled cement and laughter in a village above a blue gulf of air, helping line a rainwater cistern. On weekends, he led quiet walks, no phones, teaching strangers to hear wind between stones. The boy in the margins exhaled.
Months on, he watches sunrise catch the city in bands. Gold on antennas, rust on stair rails. One day a week still vanishes. Off, gone, unclaimed. Some losses stayed. Others cleared space. The question lingers, alive as breath. What would yours erase?